Hello students, welcome back to my channel Jafar Sir Math. I am Mohammad Jafar. As you all know that in our earlier classes we have learned about statistics, measures of central tendencies, mean, and in mean we have seen there are three different methods and we have learned all the formulae of it. Also we have calculated the mean of group data using all those three different formulae, as well as we have learned how to find out the missing frequency if the mean answer is given in the question, right? So now, as I said in my second video that in our next class, which means now in this class we are going to learn about mode and what is a formula that we will use to find out the mode of group data. Okay, so now first maybe you people have learned in your earlier classes that what is mode. Yes, mode is nothing but most repeated value in the given observations. Like I will say mode is the most repeated value in given observations. Also we can say that the observation having maximum frequency, which means which repeated maximum number of times, is mode. Okay, now we will see an example. If you have numbers like 2, 5, 9, 2, 3, 4, 7, 9, 2. Among all these observations, if you see the observation having maximum frequency, which means the observation which is repeating more number of times, is 2. 1, 2, 3. 9 is also repeating, but it is repeating only twice, whereas 2 is repeating thrice. So that is the reason in all these observations mode is 2. Okay, so this is just like introduction of what is mode. Now in your 10th grade you will be having the questions related to group data. So how to find out mode of group data, because there you will be getting the class intervals with different frequencies of it. So there how we will calculate mode. So the formula that we will use to calculate mode of grouped data can be calculated. Mode of group data can be calculated using the formula mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Okay guys, this is the formula that we will use to find out the mode of group data. L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now here you have 5 different letters: L, F1, F0, F2 and H. Now you should know what are those terms indicates, because in examination you may get for 1 mark or for 2 mark the question like write the formula to calculate mode of group data and explain the terms involved in it for mode or for median. Among these two formula, any one formula you may get in your examination. So that is the reason about this terms explanation also you should be well aware. So now what does this L stands for? It is very easy guys. L, where this L indicates lower boundary of the modal class, lower boundary of the modal class. So what does this modal class means? Modal class is nothing but when you see the grouped frequency distribution table which is given in the question. So the frequency having the highest value related to that, whatever the class interval will be there, that class interval is known as modal class. While solving the questions, we will see what is model class, etc. Okay, so here L stands for lower boundary of the model class. Now F1, F0, F2, there are 3 F values, right? So F1 equals to, I'll write this, no need of this. F1 equals to frequency of the same model class. Easy, students. L stands for lower boundary of the model class and F1 stands for frequency of the model class. Now you have 2 F's more, F0 yani F0 and then F2. So F0 is nothing but, this is also frequency, but which frequency? Frequency of the class. This is frequency of one class. Which class frequency? Which is preceding the model class. Okay, F0 means which frequency we need to take? The frequency of the class which is preceding the model class. Suppose this is model class, before that whatever class is there, from that frequency we need to take. So F0 stands for frequency of the model class preceding the model class. Now F2 is nothing but, see, before 1 0 will come, so that is the reason preceding, but 2 will come after 1, so that is the reason this is not preceding, this is succeeding. Same you need to write, frequency of the class. Which class? As I said, succeeding one, after class. So succeeding the model class. Okay. Now last one, H. Most of the students commit error over here. They will write height. Which height? They will write height of the class interval. How can you say height of the class interval? It varies depending upon your handwriting there. So that is the reason H is not height of the class interval. H is size of the model class. Okay, students, everywhere you will find model class only. What the students will do in the examination, they will write mode formula, but they will write instead of model median. This is just a blunder mistake. Okay, you should not commit that. So I repeat again, the formula that is used to calculate mode of group data is L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2 F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Now L is nothing but, as we know, lower boundary of which class? Of the model class we need to take. And F1, this is just frequency of the model class. F0 before 1. So frequency of the class preceding the model class. Don't write frequency of the model class preceding the model class. You are taking frequency of the model class as well as preceding one also. So F1 is just frequency of the model class. F0 is frequency of the class preceding the model class. And F2 is frequency of the class succeeding the model class. And H indicates size of the model class. Okay, students. So now if you learn this formula, then we will proceed for finding the solution of any one question of exercise 14.2. We will go for finding the solution of question number 1 of exercise 14.2. In earlier classes you learned mean. Now today we are going to see what is mode and how we will calculate the mode. Now we have learned the formula. Now we will go for problem solving part. Okay, students, we will solve exercise 14.2 question number 1. Just have a look in your textbook. What does this question says? So let us see exercise 14.2 question number 1. Just have a look on it. The following table shows the ages of the patients admitted in a hospital during a year. This data shows the ages of the patients that have been admitted in a hospital for a particular year. Okay, so the ages, like starting class interval shows that 5 years to 15 years of having age, there are 6 patients that have been admitted, and then 15 years to 24 years category people are 11, right? So it goes on till 55 years to 65 years. So there are totally 6 class intervals it has been given in the question. Now he is asking us to find out the mode and the mean of the data given above. 2 measures we need to find out, mode as well as mean. Mean we have learned in earlier classes. Again today also I have shown it how to find out the mean again. It will be like a revision for you people, but mode you need to listen it carefully. So mode as well as mean we will find out for this particular question, and also he is saying that compare and interpret the two measures of central tendency. You need to see the answers of it, you need to compare them, and what interpretation you can give, which means what you can conclude after seeing the answers of them, that you need to decide. Okay, so firstly we will see how to find out mode. It is very easy guys, don't worry about it. All these three measures are very easy only, as you all are very perfect with mean. Now we will see mode. Very easy, no need to make any extra columns, just two columns that are given in the question, that only. So exercise 14.2, first solution we are doing. No different methods as we were having in mean, direct method, etc. For mode there are no any method, only one formula, that's it. So, and also only two columns which are given in the question. One is age in years. As you all know that this is class interval. Then number of patients. This is nothing but frequencies. Okay. So ages we will write first, 5 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55, 55 to 65. And the frequencies 6, 11, 21, 23, 14 and 5. Then just below we will write the formula of mode. Mode equals to, just now we have seen the formula, very easy, L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2 F1 minus F0. What extra comes over here? Minus F2, and then this into H as it is. Now we need to decide all these 5 values from this table. So as I said just now, L stands for lower boundary of the model class. And how to check which class is the model class you are having? 6 different classes. So among these 6 different classes, one class is model class. How to decide it? Very easy. You need to see the biggest number over here, which is having maximum frequency. 23 is the maximum frequency value. So these are the two boundaries. This is the class which is model class. But you need not to take both the values. You need to take only lower boundary. This is lower boundary, this is upper boundary. So we will take this as L. Then F1, frequency of the model class. As this is the model class, this frequency is F1. F0, this is frequency of the class. There are many frequencies, but F0 is frequency of the class preceding the model class. This is model class, right? So the class preceding to it is this one. So this is F0, and F2 is frequency of the class succeeding the model class, which means after the model class, whatever class is there, that frequency is F2. Easy students, just you need to see the maximum value over here. There only you need to take L, and then that frequency will be F1, before that F0, after that F2. But as you have learned in your early classes, before 1, 0 will be there, after 1, 2 will be there. So like that only you can see F1, F0, and after that F2. H is the size of the model class, 35 to 45. How much is the difference? 1. It was 10, right? 35 to 45 is that there is a difference of 10. That will be the size of the class interval. Now we will substitute all the values. L value is 35 plus F1 23 minus F0 21 whole divided by 2 F1. 2 we will write as it is, and F1 is 23. So 2 into 23 minus F0 21, then minus F2 14 into H. H is size of the model class, and the size of this model class is 10. 35 to 45, there is a difference of 10. Otherwise, you can think like that also. 45 minus 35 you need to do. From upper boundary, you need to take out lower boundary. Then you will get 10. That is the size of the class interval. Then, as we have learned in our earlier classes, we should not disturb this 35. Okay, remember it. So 35 as it is plus 23 minus 21 is 2. 2 into 23, 46. And this is minus 21, this is minus 14. So minus minus is plus. 21 and 14 is 35. As this is the biggest number with minus sign, so minus 35. This into 10 we will keep as it is. Then again this 35 remains plus 2 into 10 is 20 divided by 46 minus 35. When you take out, you will get 11. 46 minus 35 is 11. Again 35 as it is, 20 upon 11, which means you need to divide 20 using 11 table. That we will do in our rough column. So 11 ones are 11, then 20 minus 11 gives you 9, then decimal point 0, 11 eights are 88, 2 remains, already point is there, 0, 11 ones are 11, 9 remains, already point is there, 0, 11 eights are 88. Here it is not getting terminated, the story is going on continuous. Okay, so that is the reason we will stop like that only. 35 plus 1.81. When you add 35 and 1.81, you will get 36.81 is your answer. Okay, 36.81 years is the age of maximum number of patients that have been admitted in the hospital. As we have seen just now that mode is nothing but maximum number of values, right? So more number of patients are having age around 36 to 37 years. Understand, students? Here we have calculated mode. Also he says us to find out the mean also. So just you people copy down this one, then we will find out mean, and then we will compare both the answers and we will write our interpretation too. Okay, just note down this one. First solution has not finished yet. You have only calculated on mode. Now as it is given in the question, we need to find out mean also. So there are 3 different methods we are having for calculating mean. And as I said, step deviation method is very much easier. So that is the reason we will find out the mean of this first solution using that step deviation method. So here we will write the name of the method first, using step deviation method. Remember how many columns does it requires? Yes, 5 columns it requires, 2 columns from the question itself. So firstly, we will make a table involving 5 columns. First column, age in years, that is class interval. Next, number of patients, which is F5. These all are frequencies, that is the reason F5. Then third column, remember, mid values, right? Mid value. What we will take term for this one? Xi we will take for mid values. Then after mid value, as this formula says, A plus sigma Fi Ui. So that is the reason next column number 4 is Ui. The formula for this one, Xi minus A upon H. Formula we will write, but we have the logic how to write Ui values. So, but formula you should write it while preparing the table. Last column will be Fi Ui. Okay guys, so what are the ages? 5 to 15, 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45, 45 to 55, and at last 55 to 65. Here we need to do the total also for this FIUI and FI, sigma FIUI, sigma FI values we require. That is the reason this totals also we will input. Frequencies are 6, 11, 21, 23, 14, and then 5. So mid values, remember 5 plus 15 you have to do, that is 20 divided by 2. 20 divided by 2 is 10. This is your first mid value. Then 15 plus 25 is 40. When you divide 40 among 2, you will get 20. Then no need to go for further additions. Just by seeing this, you can write the next mid values. 10, 20, then it will be 30, 40, 50, 60. These all are mid values. In earlier classes, I have taken assumed mean value which was there in between. Now you have 6 frequencies, right? So this 2 goes up, this 2 goes down, remaining 2 remains in between. So any one you can take, any one. So either 30 or 40, I will take this 30 as assumed mean. Okay? So wherever we take assumed mean, how to write UI values? Just beside that take 0 and above take negative values, minus 1, minus 2, and below to that one take positive values, 1, 2, 3. Positive integers, above negative integers, below positive integers you need to take. Last one, FIUI. Multiply FI and UI values. 6 into minus 2 gives you minus 12. Then 11 into minus 1 gives you minus 11. 21 into 0 is 0. 23 into 1 is 23. 14 into 2 is 28. And last one, 5 into 3 is 15. Right? I write the formula. Mean x bar equals to, step deviation method formula we are writing, A plus sigma Fi ui by sigma Fi into h. A value already we got, sigma Fi ui and sigma Fi we will need. This total gives you sigma Fi. So sigma Fi equals to 6 plus 11, 17, and 17 plus 21 gives you 18, 28, 38. 38 plus 23, 48, 58, 61 you will get, and 61 plus 14 gives you 75, and 75 plus 5 gives you 80. So sigma Fi got as 80. Now this sigma Fi ui we need to do. For this sigma Fi ui, as I said in earlier classes, that this total you should do separately and this total you should do separately. Write using pencil just beside it. Minus 12 minus 11, when you add them you will get minus 23. And then when you add all these 23, 28 and 15, you will get 40, 51, 56, 66 plus 66 you will get. Now when you subtract 66 minus 23 in rough column, you will get 6 minus 3 is 3, 6 minus 2 is 4, which means you got it as 43. Okay students, so that we will substitute over here. A value we got as 30 plus sigma Fi ui we got 43 divided by sigma Fi is 80 into h value. We did already in our previous part, that is mode, the size of the class interval. Any class you can take, all those are same size classes only. So the size of the class interval is 10. As I said, how we have to find out? Just you need to subtract 45 minus 35 you need to do. I said, if you subtract 55 minus 5 also you will get 10 only. So these all classes are uniform. You will get size of the class interval as 10. Again, don't disturb this one. Just simply try to simplify this part. So we can cancel this 0, this 0. Which ones 10 ones are 10 and 10 8s are 80. So you remains with 30 plus 43 upon 8. Divide 8 and 43 in rough column. Using 8 table we will divide 43. 8 5s are 40. 43 minus 40, 3 remains. 0.0. 8 3s are 24 and 8 4s are 32. It is exceeding. So we will not take 32, we will take 24. 8 3s are 24. 30 minus 24 gives you 6. Already point is there, you can take 0. 8 7s are 56, you will get. 16 minus 56 is 4. As I said in my first video, after 4 you can take one more 0. You will get 40 and 40 is a multiple of 8. So we will take divide till third digit also, because after third digit it is getting terminated. So that is the reason we will do again. Suppose if you have got here 5, you will get 0. If you increase 0, you will get 50. But 50 is not a multiple of 8, so no need to do further, you can stop here itself. But here you got the remainder as 4, and when you are increasing 0, 8 5s are 40 you are getting, and the division is getting terminated. So that is the reason we will do till third place, otherwise at second place only you can stop. So 5.375 we got when we did the division 43 by 8. So this is 30 plus 43 by 8, we got the answer as 5.375. 5.375. When you add them, 30 plus 5.375, you will get 35.375. This is mean. We got mode as well as mean. Now we will write our interpretation after seeing both the answers. Interpretation. We noticed that maximum number of patients admitted in hospital, which is nothing but mode, maximum number of patients that have been admitted in hospital are of 36.81 years. Mode answer we got as 36.81, right? So maximum number of patients, those who have been admitted in the hospital, are having age 36.81 years, and mean is nothing but average. On an average, I'll write this through it. On an average, each patient is of these many years, like 35.375 years. Okay, students, we have written interpretation by seeing our answers. Mode answer you got is 36.81, so which means that maximum number of patients are having that age, and mean is nothing but dividing equally, which means on an average when you see all patients are of 35.375 years. Okay, so this is with like how to find out mode we have seen, and again we have revised how to calculate mean using step deviation method, and here we have also learned that how to compare the answers and how to write interpretation of it. Now we are having remaining problems in this exercise 14.2 that you need to do on your own. Just have a look on the remaining questions. If you see question number 2, just he asked to find the modal lifetimes of the components, which means only mode you need to calculate. And in question number 3, he said to find the modal monthly expenditure of the families as well as mean monthly expenditure also, which means this is similar to this question only. Question number 3 is similar to question number 1. Okay, so you need to calculate mode as well as mean over here. No need to write interpretation because he has not said to write the interpretation. And in question number 4, you have to find out the mode and mean of the data, interpret the two measures. Here you need to write the interpretation also. And in question number 5, you have to find out the mode of the data. And in question number 6 also, you need to find out the mode of the data. Okay, students. So all these questions, if you prepare, if you do on your own, which means you are becoming perfect for your examinations. Okay. So in our next class, we will see our third measure of central tendency, that is median. Students, you may be having doubts that why we are preparing two different tables, because here in exercise he has asked to calculate both the measures, mode as well as mean. But most probably in examination you will be getting only one measure. So that is the reason I have prepared here separate tables, so that you should have a clear idea about how to calculate mode and how to calculate mean. Mean you have already learned. Because again here for finding mode as well as mean, if I prepare only one table and if I calculate both, there are chances that you may get confused. So that is the reason mode I have done separately and mean I have done separately. It is good if you also do it separately like this only, because you have a clear picture of the different measures. Okay, so don't worry, in examination you will get only one measure, that will be for 4 marks. So here we have learned mode as well as mean, both are easy. Median is also very easy. And one more thing you need to remember, that whenever you are finding mode and median, not mean, whenever you are finding mode and median, then the class interval you should have continuous type. Of continuous type class intervals you should have. If the class intervals are not continuous, then we will see how to convert it into continuous type. In our next classes we will see that, don't worry. But till now you are not having that type of classes. In mode, in this exercise 14.2, you are having all the continuous classes. So it is easy for you to do these type of solutions, no need of getting confusion. And in our next exercise we will see that type of questions where the class intervals will not be continuous. So we will see how to convert those class intervals into continuous type. Okay, so and I will just say this is continuous class interval. How we are checking this is continuous class interval? Because this is 5 to 15 and this again 15 is getting continued over here, right? 15 to 25, then 25 to 35. So that is the reason this type of classes are known as continuous class interval. Suppose if you are having like this 0 to 9, 10 to 19, then see this 9 is not getting repeated over here, which means these are not the continuous classes. So when you have this type of classes, we will see how to convert it into continuous type in our next videos. So till now, these are the continuous class intervals, and remember that whenever you are finding median and mode, the class interval should be continuous. For mean, either it may be continuous or not continuous. You need not to worry, just you can solve it. Okay. For median and mode, it is compulsorily that the class intervals should be continuous. Okay, students, and all these remaining questions of this exercise you need to do on your own as your homework. Okay. In our next class, we will see the questions of exercise 14.3, wherein we will be learning about how to calculate median of group data, as well as we will revise these concepts too, mode and median, how we have to calculate. Okay, students. So see you people in next class. Have a good day. Stay home. Stay healthy. Stay learning. Don't skip your learning. Okay. Thank you all of you.